What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about this bike. This is the 2019 Canyon Aeroad CF SL 7.0 disc. Now shout out to my mate Joey of Planet Cycling channel for letting me use his bike and review it. Now I have this bike for about 3 weeks now, and I've been able to ride it on different routes and in different wind conditions. And it's fortunate enough that I live here in the northern part of Melbourne, where it's easy to find nearby decent hills to ride on. Alright, so let's talk about this beauty. Firstly, let's go through the specifications. Obviously it's got full carbon frame and fork. It's got Shimano 105 group set all around with hydraulic disc brakes. It's got deep section Reynolds AR series carbon wheels, which looks really nice if you ask me. Also, I would like to emphasize that it has staggered rim depth, that is 62mm rear in the rear and 58mm front. It's got standard stem and handlebar combination, so it's not the usual one-piece cockpit. It normally comes with the Physique Ariane seat, and Joey, the owner, has upgraded it to a different one. And out of the box, it's got a claimed weight of 8.1 kilograms. So, what's it like to be on the saddle? Let's tackle the good things first, shall we? Well, I immediately notice how low the stack height is, which means your riding position is pretty aggressive. You go down low, which also means, in theory, that it makes you go really fast apparently. Well, I don't have a wind tunnel to test that, but I've ridden it in windy conditions, and man, I can really feel the difference. Like I feel that I can pierce through against the wind a bit easier compared when I'm just on my Canyon Ultimate. Handling is very good as well. Steering is very responsive and lively, and since it's on disc brakes, it kind of gives you an extra confidence to go faster, especially during descents and when you're attacking the apex, this kind of stuff. And that's an additional point for handling. And generally the price value, it's actually cheap for what it is, considering the stock components that it come with. I'm telling you, it's a race ready machine out of the box. So now let's talk about the not so good points of it. Now, since the stack height is low, it compromises the compliance aspect of it, and that also takes out the versatility factor of the bike. However, since it's on disc brakes, it's got bigger tire clearance, and then you can easily put on wider tires, like 28mm tires, and then it would give you a bit of additional comfort. Alright, so let's talk about a weight. As we normally expect from aero bikes, they're not usually the lightest bikes, and this bike is not an exception. I mean, it weighs 8.1 kilograms, which is in the road bike realm. It's on the heavier side of the scale. I mean, the aerogains attribute of the bike is not very helpful during climbs most of the time, as you can effectively use the aerodynamics card handy when you go relatively fast. I mean, it kicks in at around 30 kilometers per hour and up, and that's when you start feeling the difference. But when you're taking on a really steep one and you're going at around 15 to 25 kilometers per hour, in my book, man, there are only two factors that will surface out, and those are stiffness and weight. Now, as we usually ask in this channel, is this the right bike for you? Well, it's not the most versatile bike out there, and it falls in the niche bike category, which means you buy it mainly for a specific purpose. Now, you would want this bike because you want to go fast, on the flats and even in windy conditions, or you race in criteriums, or maybe you're a triathlete and this would make a really good triathlon bike, or maybe you're just an enthusiast who happen to live in a generally geographically flat location, then this bike is great for you.